This weekend I competed in Tattooed and Strong, which was a push-pull powerlifting contest. It's the first time I've taken part in a competition since I retired from Strongman at the Royal Albert Hall, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick rundown of how it went and also what my goals are moving forwards. I gotta say, I love the added Liz in the mirror fit intro there.
Oh man, I was perfectly happy with the original intro. I didn't say anything to mirror fit, and then I got an email like, "We're so sorry. They're right. You should be in the intro." And I was like, "No, it's fine." And they're like, "No, here's your new intro." And I was like, "Oh God."
Well, I think it's cool. I hope you guys like it as well. And obviously, big thank you to Mirror Fit for sponsoring the channel. So, Tattooed and Strong, it was a fun weekend.
It was an exhausting weekend.
Well, we took the 4-year-old, and that always has its own challenges. She was great, though. She's such a
good girl.
Yeah, for those of you that saw the video yesterday, she is as good as she comes across. She's a great girl. Loves lifting.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
She does absolutely love it. Loves going to the gym and doing a little bit of stuff. But I had a brilliant time. I really did. I enjoyed it. Tanya, who runs Tattooed and Strong, always puts on a really well-run contest. It's the third time I've competed at Tattooed and Strong. It's actually the lowest total I've ever posted there. First time I went in 2016, and then I went back in 2020.
Yeah.
2020 I totaled 607.5 kilos, but I was 167 kilos in that contest. For those of you that have been watching the channel, you will know that I've been on a different kind of trajectory recently. I'm trying to bring my body weight down, get fitter, still enjoy lifting and being strong, but just being a better, well-rounded athlete. And my big goal for this weekend was to make the under 140 kilo class. So that's 308 pounds to my American friends. And I did that quite comfortably. I came in at 305 pounds or 138.5 kilos.
You didn't have to do a water cut or anything like that?
No, I wasn't. I didn't want to sort of do a drastic cut. My goal is long term, so I'm still trying to get fitter, healthier, drop my body fat, whilst holding on to as much muscle mass as I can and enjoy my lifting.
You were a bit stressed in the week leading up to it. He was weighing himself every day, and you were under 140 every day, but you would fluctuate within that 1 kilo, wouldn't you?
Well, the thing is, when you're a bigger guy, your body weight fluctuates, and normally I'd weigh myself once a week, once every other week, something like that, and I'm back to that now. I'm not looking or stressing about the scales. I'm just enjoying training, I'll talk about nutrition and side of things in a bit, but yeah, it was quite stressful leading up to that show. I was weighing myself every day just because I was so adamant that I wanted to be under, and I know I'm one of those people just like a bit of water weight, and I can fluctuate quite easily. So I did weigh in comfortably. 138.5 kilos is the lightest I've been in, I can't remember how long.
I think since 2014.
I think it's lighter than I was then.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. 2014 I got in decent shape, and I competed at Europe's Strongest Man at 142 kilos. My weight's fluctuated over the years. My strongman career, I was normally around 150 to 170 was my biggest. 2017 I got a couple of pictures and I hate looking at them.
Your face. Your face is so big.
That's why I grew the beard, actually. Yeah. To hide the double chin. But I'm feeling so much fitter, and people keep sort of messaging. Some people that don't know, they're like, "Oh, you're going to smash 400 kilos today." I'm like, I'm really not. I'm miles away from that. And a lot of people have been messaging saying, "Stop apologising for being weaker" and stuff like that. And it's very difficult when you've had certain expectations of you. At my absolute best, I was a 435 kilo deadlifter. So in my head, it kind of cogs around, you're a 435 kilo deadlifter. Yeah. So to go to a competition and only pull 355, as good as 355 is, particularly in a powerlifting competition, it's mentally very difficult. And that's why I'm probably sometimes a little bit apologetic. And it's not that I'm disappointed, because I really, really enjoyed the lifting. My goal was to do 210 on the bench and 350 on the deadlift. The bench felt a bit harder than I would have liked. I've got a little bit of pain in my elbow. So I decided to be smart on the bench and drop my numbers slightly. And I think that's good advice for people when you're lifting. You know, we can all get numbers in our head, but sometimes you've got to see how you feel on the day. But my deadlifts actually felt okay, and I decided to push the deadlift up a little bit to get the total that I wanted, and it went up nicely, and I felt like there was a little bit more in the tank.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more, maybe 5 to 10 kilos.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit more there.
Yeah. Nowhere near, again, what I've done, but the big goal was dropping weight, and since the last time I competed in Tattooed and Strong, I've lost half a kilo shy of 30 kilos. So I'm pretty proud of that. Felt I looked much better. I felt much fitter. I feel fitter walking around. We're going to Alton Towers next week and I'm not worried about it. Whereas when I was doing Strongman professionally, I would literally dread days out like that.
Yeah, you might actually fit on some of the rides as well. We're not sure yet, but
we'll
maybe.
See what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But Tattooed and Strong was brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in front of a crowd again. Lifting against some brilliant British powerlifters. Delroy McQueen was there. Sam Salami, he was the first guy to total 1,000 kilos.
I think it's Salome, not Salami. Salami's a sausage.
Sam knows who he is. Yeah. He's a great lifter. Reese was there. There was just so many great powerlifters. Stella Higgins, who's absolutely tiny, absolutely smashing the British record on the bench. It was great to be around some brilliant lifters, have fun, and enjoy competing again, and giving myself those goals, because I am one of those people that without a goal, I get lazy.
Then you get depressed as well because you don't have a focus. You do, don't you? You're like, what am I even doing with my life? I was like, Leslie, you've had one bad training session. But it can go that way, can't it?
I know from coaching a lot of people how the mental side of things affects them. And one of the best things I've been able to do recently is go back to enjoying training. I have been asked many times, are you going to make a comeback to Strongman? The answer to that is no. I have no interest in making a comeback to Strongman. Now, I truly believe I could go down the route of doing Strongman. I could put myself through the pain of the training. You have to understand there is a risk to pushing your body to those limits when you're looking at the best guys in the world. I think a lot of people see the top strongmen. Some people that train see the top strongmen and they think it's easy. It is ferociously hard to compete at the absolute top level. The stress on the body, it's not good for your health, no matter what anyone says. Pushing, going under some of the weights now that the guys are lifting, pushing your body weight up to certain levels, even if it is just for a short period for these huge comps, there is a huge risk to it. And with 20 years of competitive strongman behind me, I need to start looking at other things. I could push and do it. But I even then, with what my body's been through at my age, I'm only going to be so good. I could maybe, get mid-table in a Giants Live. I might even push with the right set of events to getting close to a podium. But there's no way I'm going to go to World's Strongest Man and win World's Strongest Man anymore. I could look like I belong there. That's as good as I could do. And I've been 11 times. I've got no interest in pushing myself through how hard it is, the dedication needed, the sacrifices that you have to make. And, I've got 3 kids to focus on, a wife, we've got 3 businesses that we're working on. I'm very, very blessed to be heavily involved in the sport without having to push to try and...
without having to do it anymore.
Yeah. And I'm so happy. I'm in a great position. It was weird because 2019, when I tore my Achilles, I was absolutely devastated. And probably in the worst mental state I've been in a long time. And for those that have watched for a long time, I have suffered with mental health in the past. And luckily now I'm in a great place. So I love what I do. I love that I can train. I love giving myself different challenges. And that's why I am looking at different challenges. So what am I going to do next? Firstly, I want to continue to lose some body fat. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. So everyone comparing me to Terry Hollands, please stop. Terry will kick my ass in a bodybuilding competition. The man looks fantastic. I have no interest ever of stepping on stage as a bodybuilder. Amazing respect for the guys that do. but I just want to feel more athletic. I want to be a good all-round athlete. But as well as that, I'm going to be having an arm wrestling match against Rob Frampton, which is going to be fun. Rob and myself, both former strongmen. Rob has been doing arm wrestling for 18 months, nearly 2 years. I've sort of dabbled a little bit, and I'm going to commit to 4 or 5 months of training for arm wrestling, which will be great fun. Still bring my body weight down a little. And then I'll probably look at maybe doing some grip competitions, and I do want to do a full powerlifting meet at under 140. So the goal weight-wise is to keep coming down, lose some more body fat, so that will allow me to then eat in a calorie surplus to still compete at under 140. I don't ever want to go above 140 anymore. For me, that will be my top end limit. And I think if I did one more powerlifting comp at 140, I'd probably drop down even more then to, for me, 125 kilos, which still seems pretty big.
That's small for you, though.
But for me, that would be really small.
Yeah, it would.
And I think if I got smaller than that, Auntie Liz would leave me.
Wow, we'd have to reassess some things like Big Loz.
Yeah. We'll have to just change it to Uncle Loz.
Yeah.
That would be the point. But I need goals. I love training, and it's such a nice position to be in that I can do what I love for a living. I loved my time doing strongman. I really did, and I've been lucky enough to. I've won 8 international shows. I've won multiple British titles. I broke world records in that time, and I'm almost better known now for post-strongman career, to be working in the sport. So I've been extremely lucky. The guys at the top level are mind-bogglingly good. nearly messed that up. They really are, and the dedication needed to compete at that level, I am absolutely fine with saying I am no longer at that level, and I'm not prepared to go through what it takes to be at that level. Now that should open your eyes to some people that think strongman's easy.
Who thinks strongman is easy?
A lot of people on the internet think strongman's easy. I get people kind of messaging me and they're like, oh, I'm going to be the world's strongest man in a year. That is not going to happen. It takes absolute years of dedication. If you really, really want to do strongman and you believe you're good enough, I'm not sat here telling you you're not, but what I am telling you is that it takes a tremendous amount of effort and hard work. Even if you are the most talented guy on the planet, it still takes a tremendous amount of work. You need to, be focused on your nutrition. You need to be focused on your training. You need to be committed to strongman 100%.
You're going to lose out on a lot as well in your personal life.
Absolutely. And it's making people understand that. I was genetically gifted and I sacrificed a huge amount. Liz will be able to, she spent 10 years with me, and it is hard.
Oh yeah.
I'm a much, much easier person to be with right now. I hope.
Yeah, you are.
And I just wanted to kind of let you guys know my goals and just understand that the mental thought. Yeah, I absolutely love training. I'm going to stop apologizing for not being as strong as I used to be. Yeah, I'm very, very weak. I'm going to keep lifting. I'm going to keep doing powerlifting. I'm going to do some arm wrestling. I'm going to do some grip competitions. Hell, I might even do a CrossFit competition one day.
Now calm down.
I appreciate all the support that everyone's given me over the years. I have some of the absolute best fans there are. The messages that you guys send me, the support that I've had, no matter whether I've kind of won or been injured, the support has been incredible. So I really do feel amazingly lucky to have you guys support us and still supporting us on our journey now. Liz, obviously, a huge part of the team. Without Liz, there is no Big Loz official. We should really change the name, but...
No. There could be, but it would be you in your underwear on the sofa. Wow, maybe people prefer this. Talking to your phone. No thumbnail, no title.
It would be terrible.
It wouldn't be amazing.
Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you for all the support. Those are my kind of goals going forward. So we're going to get fitter. We're going to lose some more body fat. We're going to train for some arm wrestling. We're going to train for powerlifting. We're going to train for grip competitions. Liz might train one day.
I might.
And we're going to keep bringing you the best strongman content out there. Have an amazing week. We'll be back soon.